Welcome back to another one of my episodes. Today I'll be talking about the page progress bar and what that is and how it can be used, and I'll show a few examples from a few websites of how they're using it, and I'll talk about a few benefits which might be interesting for you to use it in your designs as well. What I mean by page progress bar is actually not the scroll bar on the right side, but actually the progress bar would be designed on the top, from top left to top right, and depending on where you are on the page, that bar will be larger or smaller. Actually, let's jump onto my computer and I'll show you a few right now. Come on. So for the first example, this is actually InVision's website, specifically their design blog section. And as you can see, I'm scrolling down on the website and you see this little pink bar on the top. See how that's moving left to right depending on where I am on the page? That's kind of interesting, right? So it's moving from the top, from the left to the right depending on where I am on the page. And it's not too abrupt, it's not disturbing you, but if you're reading this article, you kind of see like, hey, how far you are in the article. So let me show you my next example now. My next example is the world famous Gary Did website. So here you could also see as I'm scrolling, I have this bar on the top, from top left to top right, and depending on how far along I am to the bottom, you could see it's getting larger. And also obviously this works on mobile as well, so if the page is smaller, it shows the length as well. Also back to the InVision, that same thing happened as well. If you're on mobile, as an example, it gets from left to right as well, which is pretty cool. Another example is a website called alligator.io, and they actually show you an example of how to use the actual code here, which you could implement in your website. There's some JavaScript and CSS. I know those are scary. Those could be scary. But knowing a little bit of development, you can plug those in on your website. And as you can see, that little bar on the top, from top left to top right, it's going and showing you how far along you are with the website. So those are a couple examples that I wanted to show you guys, and I hope that's a little more clear what I'm talking about with the progress bar. And actually the way that I made mine, I actually utilized Webflow. There's actually a tutorial that they have, and I'll include the link in the description, but pretty much it goes over all that and shows you how you can install it. That tutorial is literally a few minutes long, and it's fairly simple to accomplish that loading bar, and it's pretty interesting. This trend in these kind of page loading bars, I've been seeing these for the last few years. And again, a lot of places like design blogs and other article places use it. So users can easily see in a trendy way how much of their article they have left to read. And it's visually appealing as well. It's really a design choice, and it's really up to you how you want to implement this. The height of that bar, you don't want it to be too large, right? You don't want it to take over the page too much, but you just want it to be subtle enough to where the user can see it and where it doesn't get in the way. I would suggest something between 5 to 10 pixels in height. So I suggest thinking maybe how you can use this in some of your designs and potentially how you could implement some of these ideas in your designs. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to let me know. And also, if you're liking these videos, feel free to give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you already haven't. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a good one.